Attorney General Hanway sitting down with First Alert 4 investigates.
The AG's office launched a case to remove St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery from office for alleged misconduct. The sheriff is currently jailed in Perry County, that is south of St. Louis. He's facing federal charges. Attorney General Hanway tells our David Amilati she is ready to move forward with the case to remove the sheriff.
Sheriff Alfred Montgomery is behind bars right now. How does that impact your Quo case?
Well, he just simply can't be carrying out his duties. I mean, I know that when he was under house arrest, his team was making the argument that he could do it by Zoom. He can't do it by Zoom from a prison cell. Like, he's in jail. He doesn't have access to communications. He just simply can't be doing the job.
In state court, Judge Omer has been critical, saying no matter what, this case will go to trial, and at times critical of your team for not being able to present evidence on the sheriff. What does that say about the strength of your argument? How prepared is your team handling this Quo Warranto?
They are super prepared. I understand Judge Omer's perspective that he wants there to be a trial so both sides can present evidence.
There's now a number 2, Yosef Yasharallah is leading that department. David Mason, the sheriff's attorney, says they're leading it in conjunction. Do you have any concerns about the interim or how that department is operating right now?
I do, because there is no provision in the law that says that the number 2 at that department or the lawyer for the department should be running it. I think right now what we have is a department without a lawful leader.
We did some reporting just yesterday showing he was making $40-something thousand in November of last year, and then he tells me he got promoted to colonel in January when Montgomery took over. He got a $50,000 pay raise. Do you have any concerns of that? Does that make you curious at all?
Boy, I wish we could get those kinds of pay raises for the men and women in the St. Louis Police Department. I mean, they haven't seen that in the last 50 years.
If the sheriff is removed, who picks the replacement?
The governor.
No one else?
I mean, I think there'll be some arguments about whether it's the Board of Aldermen or the governor, but my view is it's the governor. I think that all this other stuff about the expenses and him kind of acting like a king instead of a sheriff, they're terrible, but we have to be able to trust our peace officers not to abuse those physical force elements that are part of their job.
Now, the case to remove Sheriff Montgomery from office is set to go to trial November 18th, but both sides will be back in court at the end of this month, where the Attorney General will once again ask for the sheriff's immediate removal. And yesterday, our Investigates team spoke to Sheriff Montgomery's defense attorney and the interim sheriff. You can find those stories on our First Alert 4 news app and at firstalert4.com.
Tonight's